Today, I want to give you the 411 on freelancing as a full associate with LAWCLERK. Hi, I'm Kristin Tyler. I'm one of the co-founders. Thanks for joining me, and let's get to it. So if you've been around LawCLERK.legal for a while, then you already know about our project-based work. It's the exact kind of work that the company was founded on, to allow a busy attorney to connect with a freelance lawyer for a single project. The project work is and always will be geared towards written work. So you're slammed and you need someone to write a motion, or you need someone to review a lease, or you need someone to prepare a research memo. Project work will always be geared at written work under the supervision of a hiring attorney. And so because of this, our freelance lawyers are restricted from doing things like giving direct legal advice to clients, talking to opposing counsel, going to court, taking depositions. All of those types of actions would cause them to engage in the practice of law. And that's not project work. We're not geared for that, at least not at this point in time. So for project-based work, we are going to stick to the written work. Now, in January of 2021, we expanded LawCLERK services to now offer subscription services and an ongoing working relationship. And so subscriptions are great for firms that are growing, and maybe you don't need just single projects, you need more help. You need 20 hours a week, 30 hours a week, or more. And so we will now have kind of two avenues with our subscriptions. We're still going to have the subscriptions for written work. And for a lot of you, that works fantastic to get you the help that you need to power your practice. And so if you are in a subscription for only written work, then the freelance lawyer will not be able to give legal advice to clients, go to court, talk to opposing counsel, take depositions, all those types of things. Again, they're still going to be focused on drafting written work for the hiring attorney's review and revision. Now, the exciting new change is that with our subscription program, we are going to expand the offering to give attorneys the option to hire a freelance lawyer as a full associate via a subscription. Okay, the way that we're going to do this is we have a laundry list of requirements that will need to be met. But if they are, then and only then the freelance lawyer can come in as essentially a full associate to do things like give legal advice, go to court, take depositions, and all of those things. So this is really an exciting opportunity that when we're talking to busy attorneys trying to figure out what help they need, we can now offer this and provide more and more freelance opportunities to all of our wonderful freelance attorneys like you. So what are those requirements? Well, we're going to go through those, but first I want to make sure and highlight that this full associate option for our subscriptions is only available for 40 hours a month or more. Okay, so that's kind of the baseline. If it's less than that, then we will not be offering this expanded service. And again, it's not for projects, only for subscriptions of 40 hours or more. Okay, let's go through what these requirements are going to be to go into the full associate subscription. Number one, the hiring attorney must still agree to supervise their remote associate or their freelance lawyer and to stay compliant with the rules of professional conduct and any other rules in their city or state or county. So this is requirement number one, very basic. Number two, the remote associate will also agree via the terms of service to stay compliant with the rules of professional conduct. Number three, the hiring attorney will agree to maintain malpractice insurance, also known as professional liability insurance, that will also cover the remote associate, the freelancer, for the entire time the freelancer is working for the firm, okay? The bottom line on this is that if a hiring attorney does not carry malpractice insurance, some don't, it's not required in every state, then they will not be allowed to work with a full associate via our subscription program. So the insurance coverage will be mandatory. Also related to insurance, the hiring attorney will agree to give both LAWCLERK and the remote associate a copy of their malpractice insurance policy, along with any renewals or modifications that might come about. So we're going to get a copy of those, keep it on hand, and you as a freelance lawyer will get a copy as well. Number five, the hiring attorney must agree to keep that policy in place for at least 2 years after the remote associate ceases any work for their firm. This is essentially kind of like a tail policy, if you've heard of one of those. The majority of statute of limitations for any malpractice on legal work is 2 years. And so we want to keep that policy in place to cover you for 2 years after any freelance work may be done for that attorney and for that firm. Requirements. Number six, the hiring attorney will agree to contact their insurer to expressly name the remote associate by name as an insured person under their policy. So you're going to, if you're doing freelance work through this program, you're going to be added by name to this hiring attorney's policy. And again, you're going to get a copy of that, and they are required to keep it in place for 2 years after you finish doing work for them. Number 7, last but not least, the hiring attorney will agree that they will be the party to determine the reasonable market rate to charge the freelance lawyer's work to their clients. Okay, that burden should be on the hiring attorney as the responsible attorney. And again, we're asking them to agree to that via the terms of service. For both sides of this equation, if you're the freelancer or you're the hiring attorney, you're going to agree to all of these things through the terms of service, and the things that where you're required to add the freelancer by name, provide a copy, those will just be, boxes we have to check before work can commence. Okay, note that while it's not a law clerk requirement, okay, our requirement is that you stay compliant with the rules of professional conduct, and you alone know what that is in relation to the work you're doing. But some hiring attorneys may require their remote associate or their freelance lawyer to be barred and in good standing in the specific state where they will be performing services. This is, of course, going to vary widely by practice area, by state, if it's going to be required or not for that attorney to do work as a full associate. And again, the requirement is going to be for both the hiring attorney and the freelance attorney to stay compliant with the rules and monitor their work. If you, as a freelance lawyer, get into any situations where you're being asked to do things that would cause you to not be in compliance with the rules of professional conduct, we want to know about that so we can help you navigate the situation and stay compliant. Now, all of this being said, for some of you, the opportunity to do work as a full associate and maybe take depositions or talk to opposing counsel is really exciting. And for others of you, it may be about zero exciting, okay? The good news is that you still get to choose your own adventure. You still get to chart your own freelance legal career. So whatever work you want to do, whether that's only the written work, whether that's only the full associate work, or a little combo of both, you get to decide the work you want to do. And that is, to me, has been and always will be one of the most exciting things about LawClerk and the way we're empowering lawyers all across the country to get more work done. So this was a quick overview to give you, again, just the 411, the basic information on our new full associate opportunities for freelance lawyers. Keep an eye out for those on the marketplace. You'll see those opportunities posted, and they will specifically say if they include responsibilities within the world of working as a full associate. But certainly if you have questions, our team is always there for you. You can reach out to your advisor at LawClerk. If you're not sure who that is, then reach out to support@lawclerk.legal. And of course, we always want to invite you to follow us on any of our social media channels, whatever your favorite may be. Maybe it's YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, whatever. Connect with us so we can stay in touch and get you updates on more and more opportunities as they come about. So I'm Kristin Tyler. Thanks for joining me. And I hope that this is yet another powerful way for you to build and grow your career as a freelance lawyer. Thanks.